So as a life individual, we had to go through a process called the Board of Parole hearings. I went before the Board of Parole hearings in total 8 times. So 7 times I was denied parole. First time I was denied parole was because they felt like I hadn't done enough time and I hadn't received any 115s. I had to have been manipulating the system. The second time, I didn't have enough insight into my crime. And this went on, for years, for multiple years. Then they changed the law. It was something called the Marcy's Law. Because I was only sentenced to 7 years to life and I was incarcerated for attempted murder, which meant I didn't kill anyone, I only attempted to. The board was only allotted to roll me over a maximum of 2 years. Then something called the Marcy's Law came into effect, which applied to everyone, regardless of the type of crime you committed. And so you were able to be rolled over anywhere from 3 to 15 years. The 7th time that I went before the Board of Parole hearings, I was eligible for parole in every sense of the phrase. I had done everything that I was told to do by the Board of Parole commissioners and some. And one of the commissioners, Sharif, he told me, be you longer. And that's why he denied me parole. He felt like I wasn't me for long enough. And that's illegal, number one. If I've done everything that is required to be found suitable, then you should find me suitable. So from that point, my attorney filed a grievance. The board denied it, so we took it to court. When we took it to court, the commissioners had to show cause as to why they denied me parole. They couldn't. The judge ruled in my favor, ordered the board to take me back to board and basically grant me. And they had a total of 60 days to do that from the time that my petition had been granted. And when I received that legal mail letter, I broke down. I started crying because, it was surreal, I guess you could say. So when I went back to board, after the judge had granted my petition and told them basically to take me to board within the next 60 days, when I entered the boardroom, I was as nervous as a stray dog. I was shaking like one that had just been rescued. The board commissioners were nice. They were understanding. I had a DA in the boardroom, and everything in him it seemed like he was upset, as if I had done something personally to him, and he got so upset to where he told them that he no longer wanted to be a part of the hearing because he felt like the commissioners were going to do what they wanted to do, which was grant me parole. And they did. They granted me parole. And when they granted me, I never even heard them say that I was suitable. And it took, I want to say, a month or more before it actually hit me. I remember locking in my room, and I can't quite remember what triggered it, but something triggered the realization that I was going home, and I just started crying. The day that I got paroled, I remember I woke up, I made salat, which is a prayer, and I waited for them to pop the door so that I can go take a shower. I had asked the officer the day before if he would pop my door early so that I can get a good shower, because we had to run to the showers. And he remembered, and he popped my door before he popped everybody else's so that I can get a good shower. I bathed, I went in, I might have had some coffee, pretty sure I had some coffee. I had to wait for R&R, which is release and receiving, to call the housing unit officer to let them know they were accepting parolees. So my co-workers, they came and they met me in front of the unit, and we were all just lined up waiting for them to call me. So when they finally called me, He wrote out my docket. I think I carry my docket with me every day. I think I have it in my wallet, actually. He wrote out my parole docket, and we walked to R&R. There were about, I want to say 20 or 25 people walking me to R&R to see me off, to see me go home, including some supervisors, a few of my supervisors that, the job that I had worked for. They took the carts and they drove up there to see me parole. It was a very, very good feeling, just seeing that staff and my peers cared to see, me celebrate that special day. My family showed up. It was my mother and my father. They had driven from Los Angeles to come and get me, and it just felt good. It felt incredible. Yeah, that was the beginning of my new life.